Love chatting about spiritual awakening? Want to learn more about connecting with source energy and allowing the universe to act on your behalf? Well, grab a beverage and welcome in the weekend with Lindsay every Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. on her show, Card Pulls and Coffee, as she channels messages from the divine realm or chats with a guest. Lindsay is a mindset coach, intuitive channel, and energy clearing practitioner. If you're feeling stagnant, overwhelmed, or full of self-doubt, Lindsay will guide you to come back to remembering who you really are. Join Lindsay here on WLFE DB Radio.
Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Just doing a little sagey. There's been a couple bumps with the show tonight. So truly surrendering, grounding, being as present as I absolutely can, and knowing that whatever is intended to come through will come through and we will be guided. So for some reason, I couldn't link up to the WLFE DB Facebook page. And I'm not sure if I'm hooked up to... Yeah, it's not. I'm on the struggle bus today. StreamYard doesn't like me today. Perfect. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Card Pulls and Coffee. Now I'm live on the Facebooks. There was some pretty bizarre bumps in the road tonight. Not sure what it's all about, but honestly, I told Source that I was going to completely surrender. So I'm surrendering. I'm dropping in. Something really bizarre happened with StreamYard, disconnecting from all the Facebook options, and I totally lost access to WLFE-DB radio, and I just figured out how to get on my personal page. So say hi as you're hopping on. If you're watching from the Rock Your Fear Facebook group, I think that you have to allow StreamYard to have access to your comments so I can see them. But if you don't want to do that, I'm actually going to just open up to Rock Your Fear on my phone. So say hi as you're hopping on. We are surrendering to whatever is intended to come through tonight. My guest, another bump in the road, Renetha, thought the show was yesterday. So we had a total mix up with dates. She's actually, I believe, in Melbourne. So totally different part of the world. And once again, I'm like, clearly I was just supposed to come on tonight, read cards, be the channel for spirit, and be present. So I have no clue what we're going to talk about tonight, but I do know that having your interaction is going to make things so much better because I'm going to be able to connect to you and talk to you directly about what you need to hear. Whether that's a card pull, whether that's connecting you back to who you are, have been, and always will be, whether that's helping you through a personal issue that you're going through, whatever it is, I know that this show will be that much better with your participation. So say hi as you're hopping on, and I'm going to, okay. I just looked down and it was 222 on this recording. Yay. Angel numbers. Okay. So here we are, my friends. I haven't been on for a couple of weeks because I was in Costa Rica with Josh's family. It was absolutely incredible. Let me know if you've been to Costa Rica before. And if you haven't, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you go. The vibrational frequency of Costa Rica is amazingly high. The amount of nature that is present there, the amount of animals, the amount of spiritual connection. So many folks go to Costa Rica to actually receive plant medicine. And now I know why, because it is so grounding. It is grounding. And I learned something today about grounding with the earth. And I think we all know that it's beneficial to ground with the earth. But I learned that there's an electrical frequency that comes from the planet Earth. So if you've ever grounded yourself outside and really allowed that energy to course through you and put your bare feet in the grass, you know the calmness that can come from that. And I learned something really interesting today that's like rubber stops electricity. So our shoes, obviously many of our shoes, they're made with rubber sole. And it's so interesting how that really stops our connection to Mother Gaia, to Mother Earth. And I was just, there's always these weird facts, these weird things that we learn that stop us, or there's something trying to stop us from connecting to the abundance that is always with us, is always present with us, is forever around us at every moment of every day. Obviously, those barriers aren't strong enough to stop us from the spiritual connection that we know we always have. I was just like, whoa, that's crazy. So it's funny, now it's not showing me who's commenting, but Facebook user says, yes, they have spaces in Hawaii that are actually higher frequency. Yes, and also ancient sacred places. Has anyone ever been to Tulum? That was insane when I went there. It's essentially energy vortexes around the planet that are these points where source energy is magnified, and the spiritual connections and the awakenings that you can have at these locations are magnificent. So do yourself a favor and Google spiritual energy vortexes. It's quite fascinating. Okay, let's see how I can see my people's comments. Also, maybe I can share this directly on the WLFE-DB Facebook page. Okay, so I'm seeing comments on this end. Hi, Dana. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Moosey. They're just not coming through all the way to StreamYard. Hi, Margot. So we're just going to have to roll with, okay, Margot, now I see you. Hi, Leanne. So I'm seeing the Rock Your Fear group on this phone. And then just say hello. Hopefully your comment will come through. If for some reason your comment isn't coming through, I'm going to be checking back on my personal Facebook page. It's Lindsay Anamico. It's a public page at the moment. So if you're watching on YouTube and you want to comment, go there. Sorry, there's all of these bizarre, sometimes that happens when the energy is that powerful and there's glitches, and I can't tell you how many times that's happened with Christy London when I've worked with her. Whenever she does her show, Where's Your Sage, there's her electronics always freak out, lights go on and off, so who knows. Costa Rica was amazing. Highly recommend it. So thank you guys for watching tonight. Give me a comment if you would like me to pull a card for you. Please share if you're going through something that I can help you with. I have all of my decks here. I'm ready to get back into it. It's so strange having had this long vacation and not having pulled cards for a while. So excited to get back into it. I definitely have stories as well that I can tell you about my travels, so we can go into that a little bit. Deeply in surrender. We're just here. Let me see if I can open up this live. Let me know if you guys can still hear me because I just turned down my volume on this. Yes, Lauren, I have my Starseed deck. Yes. Oh my gosh, I knew I grabbed it, but I was about to be like, oh my gosh, did I not grab it? Margot says, heck yes to the card, whatever nature deck you're feeling. Tell me what's up, universe. Where are we going? Okay, got it. Lauren, do you want a Starseed pull? Let me know. How are we all doing today? It's so fun. I swear there's like a cosmic joke being played on me right now. I believe Mercury's about to go into retrograde. And that eclipse energy dough was insane. Is still insane. But it's funny how, as a generator in human design, I respond really well when people interact with me. So if you're asking for a card pull or commenting or anything like that, who doesn't like when people engage, right? But it's funny how StreamYard is kind of blocking it, and I'm having to go back and forth. So once again, connecting back to a state of surrender of maybe there's just things that are intended to come through that, just don't necessarily mean you and I are going to see each other's comments. So know that if you're watching, just get cozy as you can, relax as much as you can, or maybe you're cleaning the house or sitting with some wine or hanging with your kiddos. And before I get into the card pulls, let's just take a few collective deep breaths together and just tune into our space. So whether we're just here to support me, or whether you stumbled upon this video, or maybe you do want a card pull tonight, wherever you are is absolutely amazing. Know that you are exactly where you are meant to be in this moment right now. Despite the technical difficulties, despite me not having been on for the past couple of weeks, despite whatever bumps or hiccups you are currently experiencing in your life, I want you to know that everything is always divinely guided. So we co-create with spirit. It's not just spirit. It's not just universe. It's not just God. We are a spirit, a spiritual being in a human body. And you are in that co-creation. You co-create, you flow, you learn, you evolve. Everything happens as it's meant to happen, even the most difficult things in our life. And I want you to know that no matter what you are experiencing at this current moment, no matter how difficult life feels, no matter how many questions your ego is presenting to you, no matter what pain you are experiencing, you are deeply and completely loved by source, spirit, universe, angels, all that is. You are loved from before you were born to right now to after you pass. You are infinite. You are forever. So taking a few deep breaths, breathing from the belly, breathing in, maybe holding for a moment at the top, and releasing, breathing out all that fear, all the ego stories, all the limitations, all of the things that we all carry around that are so easy to turn to in our fearful society. Breathing in again, my loves. Holding for a moment at the top. And exhaling. One more deep breath in. Holding at the top. And just breathing out the biggest exhalation of your whole day. Thank you for participating. with that, even if you're just hopping on for a moment, if you can take a couple deep breaths before moving on with the rest of your day. Okay. So Leanne wants a card. Absolutely, my love. So I'm going to make a little. Oh my gosh, Moosey, yes, you're launching your business. So do you feel like you want a card pull? Moosey is, for anyone that doesn't know Moosey is amazing. She's been on my show before. She's a certified death doula, which means she can help with the passing of your friends and loved ones. She can help with getting all of the details organized. She can sit with them. She can assist them in transitioning from the physical realm into the spiritual realm onto the other side. So highly recommend her. She's amazing. So we have, if you guys comment, if you could put your name with your request for a card pull, since the Facebook users aren't coming over. So far, I have Lauren. I think Moosey might want a card. I'm going to do Lauren, Moosey, Margot, and Leanne so far. Okay, Starseed pull, yes. Moosey says yes. Margot says Nature deck. Cool. Perfecto. Okay. So maybe let's get into a couple card pulls. Okay, hi Tara. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I love the internet because it allows me to connect to beautiful souls like you, and I've never even met you in person. Couple little announcements as always. Like my Facebook group, join my Facebook group, Rock Your Fear, if you want to stay further connected, and like Picture Perfect Mind on Facebook to stay in touch. Even though I wasn't able to stream directly to WLFEDB Facebook page tonight for whatever reason, please follow, like, share their page. They're the reason that the show is on WLFEDB Radio. You can also like their YouTube page and say hello as you're hopping on. Let me know if you would like a card tonight. We're just surrendering to source. My guest had to reschedule last minute. There was some cute confusion with the scheduling, and that means we're just going to flow with it. So Tara, put you on the end of the list right now, and we'll start with Lauren. Moosey says, Moosey card, yay. Now I'm just trying to go back and forth between my pages, but you know that I'm only going to be able to see so many at one time. What does Lauren need to know? All right. Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. This is, I think, actually one of my favorite cards to receive from this deck, just because, I don't know, it almost reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune card in the traditional tarot deck when it's flipped upright, and it's like, you know, the wheel is always turning. It's always turning, but it's like when it's flipped up in our favor and when it is an ideal time to act. And I just love like the rainbow colors in this card. It just looks so beautiful. It almost looks like she's in a bubble or something, which reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. But the fear that comes from, I know I need to step through this portal. I know I need to step through this door. There's things that are holding me back. There's protection mechanisms coming up that are stopping me from taking the steps. There's procrastination, or there's overwhelm, or there's all these other excuses, but my intuition is deeply aligned with my higher self, and it's telling me to step through. and it's telling me to take action, even if that's a baby step. Lauren says, interesting, yes. And then you also got on the back, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. I also, actually, this is like my other favorite card in this deck. It is scary to step forward into the limelight or the light in any way. It's very intimidating in this world where it seems like there's so much noise, there's so much chaos, there's so many people that almost seem to be fighting for the spotlight, right? It seems like not even fighting, but our ego says they're already doing it. They're better than us. They have more time than us. They have the knowledge. Who am I to do this? And the reason our souls came here at this time is to do things like that. Whether it's starting your own business or joining a group or joining an organization or helping moms or helping people to align with their purpose work, helping people to feel better for even just a moment, the impact that we are intended to have on this planet is why we are here. So the longer we have the intuitive notion, the intuitive knowing of I am here to do this, whatever this is, and the longer we deny that, the more our discomfort will grow, the more our discomfort and this sense of why am I here? What am I doing? The disconnection, the feeling of something is off will grow because the universe will continue to increase our discomfort until we make a move. So I experience this a lot. It's this knowing of I have to do this, I have to do that. And then I take a few steps and then it's like the shame sets in or the guilt sets in of why haven't I done this sooner? Oh no, like I didn't respond to this person or I have too much on my plate. Or what if I start to do things and no one likes what I'm doing? What if nobody receives what I'm doing? What if I charge and nobody wants to pay it? Or what if I actually start doing it and I spend the time and then I take things away from other things I'm supposed to be doing? What if I make the wrong choice? This spiel is coming from my ego. The ego is not your amigo. The ego is the mind. And we live in a very, very heavy mind-based society. We live in an intellectual world. We live in a world that puts intellect at the top, that puts grit and tenacity and hard work and masculine energy very, very, very high. And the flow isn't as acknowledged, the surrendering. And we are moving into a world where this is more in alignment. But the more we cling to the intellect and the mind without dropping into our body, without dropping into our deeper knowing, without actually taking the steps, the more discomfort we're going to have. Apparently that needed to come through. I don't know. Never see myself as a leader, so that is interesting to see. Yeah, you're a leader. Every single one of us is a leader. Every single person that is currently watching this and will watch this is a leader, period. You are a leader. You are a leader. And I know that because you're my best friend. Anyone that watched our show with Lauren on it, do you think she's a leader? Do you see her as a leader? You are, and the more you continue to deny that and say that's not who I am, the more you will feel discomfort until you step into who you are, always have been, and always will be. That's just how I feel. I guess Source just wanted you to have a little butt kicking, Lauren, in addition to everything else you're going through. Say hi as anyone's hopping on. Let me know if you want a card pull. Doors are opening. You decide rewards wild card. I'm having deja vu with this card, Lauren. I don't know if you've received it already, but I'm having deja vu of this is up to you. And I know that's come through for you before. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. You have the intuitive knowing. You might take a step and then the ego voice comes forward and the rational mind is like, and then you pull back. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time where you reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. This is like the Wheel of Fortune card in the upright. Now is the time. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Take some time, perhaps journal, and get it all out, all of the ideas, and get clear on what is the impact that I am intended to have right now. The purpose work can change. What is my impact right now? Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste the well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in a spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. We feel like we have to put in so much effort. It's another limiting belief story. Put in the effort, push, push, push. Effort means I don't have it yet. You have everything you need already. Everything is at your fingertips. It's like being in the middle of a grocery store and being able to select anything you want. You have money in your wallet and then saying that's not available to me when it's sitting right in front of you. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on in. I'm like totally getting goosebumps over here. I don't know if anyone else is. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path. You'll likely not even take the first step. So if you're waiting for the universe to drop every single thing into place for you, you're always going to be waiting and saying it's not the right time. Follow the breadcrumbs. The universe is placing breadcrumbs for you to follow along the way. And the more you have an open mind and you take each step, that's when the next thing will drop in. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. You need to be the leader in the area where you wish you were present. What do you need? What did you need? The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning they wake up feeling ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to give them permission. This is a card for leaders. You're here to pave a brand new path that has never been walked before. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for all of those who feel misrepresented. I'm feeling healthcare. I'm feeling like the system doesn't work. I'm feeling like moms need a voice. I'm feeling like daughters need a voice. No, if no one's speaking about it, it's not going to change. There's no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Just so you know, I feel like I'm going on with Lauren's right now. This is for everyone that is on this call right now. If you are listening to this, this is a message directly for you. So if you are hearing this, sources like, hey, buddy, it's time to be the leader. It's time to stop denying. It's time to stop connecting to the ego and saying, I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I can. You can. You're going to feel the fear and we're going to work through it and we're going to transmute it and you're going to do it. Don't look to those who have come before you to work out the path. Leaders must forge on their own. Lauren, do it for your daughter is literally what it says right here. Do it for your daughter. Do it for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who will follow. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. How are you being called to forge rather than follow? How can you be the leader you wish you had? Is anyone else emotional right now? Or is it just me? Oh, Lauren, mind blown. Hi, Melody. Yeah, I'm shook. Like, I am straight shook right now. Like, holy crap. So if anyone's wondering if they're supposed to be a leader, the answer is yes. And if you have an idea from source right now that you're like, I'd love to do something like that and make a difference, but I don't really know how, first, you just need the willingness. God, spirit, universe, source, I am willing to allow you to lead me. I want you to direct me. I want you to guide me. Who would you have me talk to? What would you have me say? And allow God to actually be the co-creation in what you are bringing forward. We're all trying to carry the load ourselves. We're doing it as moms. We're doing it as individuals. We're siloed and we're told be independent and figure it out on your own. But guess what? Now is the time for community. Now is the time for collaboration and collective consciousness. And now is the time to actually recognize, whether you call it the force, intuition, God, universe, spirit, Mother Gaia, I don't care. But to recognize you are in co-creation with a higher power. And this is not just you, and it has never only been you. The ego just wants you to feel that way. Yeah. Margot says, all the feels, and I don't do emotions. And that's also because, Margot, that message was 100% for you as well. Yeah. Well, guys, I guess we're off to a good start. Let me drop in a really quick commercial, and then I will get on to the next card pull I'm going to do Moosey, Margot, Leanne, and then Tara. That's the current list. If you'd like to get on the list, drop a comment. Let me know you want a card pull. But if you're just hopping on, whatever message you are hearing at the moment is absolutely intended for you.
WLFE-DB.com, where you can find vodcast shows, podcasts, and more. So go check out WLFE-DB.com, where talk radio is a whole lot better. Our shows are your shows, and that there makes for a great talk radio.
WLFE-DB Radio is on Spotify, with all its great shows like Across the Pond, Inside the Drag Closet, Step into the Paranormal, Just Cindy, Where's My Sage, Unfiltered Talks with Bryce, Metal Mayhem ROC, Paratalk Radio, Real Talk with Dom, and more. So download the Spotify app today to stay connected to all your WLFE-DB radio shows.
Join us at WLFE-DB.com for upcoming shows and so much more. Like and follow us on Facebook at WLFE-DB Radio.
Well, hello there, kids. Have you started watching Inside the Drag Closet, the interactive vodcast where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't? Well, you should. You can join us every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WLFE-DB Radio. We hope to see you then. See you, kids!
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Brie, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area at 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Merch? Did someone say merch? Oh, yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You're listening to WLFE DB Radio. Now back to our program.
Hello, back. Sorry, just once again going in between the two screens. I think everything's good though. So let me know. Make sure you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up or a yes. And here's the current list. So I'm gonna, since we're ending a little early tonight, I'll do a little more quickly if I can to get through these. But know that if I don't get to you, you are hearing exactly what you need to hear. I'm truly channeling source right now. So these are collective group messages. Moosey, Margot, Leanne, Tara, Melody, Brooke, Nate, and Wendy. Okay. And I'm being, okay, cool. And I'm being told to use the Starseed deck. So let's hop right into it. Moosey. Whoa. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. This is your card, girl. Is there a part of you that feels like it's holding on to something that you're ready to let go of? We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. Are you being triggered by someone or something else? That could not even necessarily be a person. It could be something political. It could be a greater theme within our time. Are you feeling angry about something and wanting to change it? Or are you feeling misunderstood? These are emotions we have on a regular basis. Are you feeling this way, some way, shape, or form? As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it on planet Earth. Through your doulaship, that's what you're doing. You're bringing unity. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. Is there someone that maybe doesn't understand what you're doing? But it's crucial to remember we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, whether that's personally, ancestrally, or collectively. The shadows hate wounds, separation, severing wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say, I'm sorry with an open heart and to mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. I just heard gossip, so I don't know if there's someone trying to pull you into something. This isn't about blame. It's about unwinding the pattern that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in. Oh, no way. I'm pretty sure you're doing that right now. You're doing it every day, and I see you. Or do healing work on your ancestral line. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? Let me know if that resonates at all. That's the card that flew out. So I'm not sure how it's sitting with you, but I definitely feel it's this unity that we are in the process of creating as we're stepping into the new earth. And this healing energy is coming back. You're doing the healing through your work is what I'm feeling. that's what's going on with that one. Hi, Kim. How are you? Thanks for hopping on. Usi says that was strange. I don't know. So that might just be, maybe the last line was the thing you were supposed to hear. The work you're being called to do, the cause that you are so passionate about, do it. I mean, it's a home run. You already know that. That's what you're doing. That's your calling. And maybe that work is the healing that your ancestral line is looking for. Okay, Margot, let's see what's popping. Actually, you said you wanted like a nature deck, and I have this really beautiful elemental oracle deck. Margot. Spirit, what does Margot need to know? Yes. So when you were like, which direction to go? Am I on the right path? Creation, which is water. So getting more in tune with that Scorpio rising sign. And beginnings. I love the portals that are coming up in these cards. This to me is like symbolizing the earth, the new world that all of us are bringing through. Every single one of us. I'm feeling the people that are on this call, we are the leaders. Everyone on the planet right now is leaders. It's just not everyone is willing to acknowledge that and to bring it into their world. And it doesn't necessarily mean starting your own business or being a spiritual leader or anything like that. It totally could, but you, if you're listening, are ready to take on the task of transforming this world for the better. If you are hearing these words and they're resonating with you, you are here to create the change that you are looking for in the world. We're always looking around us to say, oh, I think this needs to change, or that would be really cool, or this is really effed up, or the healthcare system's really messed up, and what the heck? But we're not as ready to actually start speaking or doing the action or creating the change. And if you're on here, you are ready. That's what you're doing. So water, creation. Flow forward with grace and confidence. Be true to your emotions. Do not allow yourself to become stagnant in your ways. Creation is your birthright. Consider what is vital to your happiness and ensure that you seek it. Put your happiness first, not the happiness of others. Put your happiness first. When you follow your happiness, that is your compass. Worry not, a new dawn is breaking. Let go of the old and embrace the new. Let go of the old. Without releasing the old, we cannot bring in what is meant for us. We do not have the space. Flow forward without heaviness or anxiety. Once again, that flow. New ways of being are calling to you. Speak up with a clear voice. Do not resist change. The change is here for a reason. Do not resist it. Stop blocking the flow. Allow yourself to step forward into your new life, into your new reality. There's your cards, Margot. Hello, hello. Oh, hey, that's exciting. Yes, all of these messages are for everyone. So we're getting a lot of messages about do the work that you're being called to do. Hello, hello. Okay. So those are your cards. Okay, we can do this, people. Leanne, you're next. Okay, so your emotions have been a little all over the place this week. Leanne, lovely Leanne, lovely Leanne, lovely Leanne. What does Spirit want Leanne to know? What does Spirit want Leanne to know? God, Spirit. Okay, interesting. So we got wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Once again, look at that beautiful portal. On the back of the deck, we received cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. So I was talking earlier about earthing and going, even if it's just standing in your backyard, connecting to the earth, becoming grounded. We're living in a very anxious and stressful world, whatever we're going through personally, while also taking on the collective, especially if we're empaths and caring people, etc. Go into your backyard. If you're feeling emotionally drained, if you're feeling like, oh my goodness, I can't handle this, I'm all over the place, go into your backyard and stand there and allow those feelings to be absorbed by the planet, because Mother Gaia can take them in and recycle them. Why are you laughing? What happened? Was it the wait card that made you laugh? You're like, I'm sick of waiting. In our fast, loud, reactive, comparative world, pretty sure I said that to some degree, where an instant response is so often expected and at times even a currency, it can almost feel impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves the space to rest, wait, and reset. It feels like, no, it needs to happen now. I can't wait. I need it to happen now. We're so often in overdrive, expecting instantaneous results over and over again. And when guidance doesn't come at these extreme speeds, it feels like something's gone wrong. What did I do wrong? I thought I was working on this, but it's not coming out in the way that I wanted it to. So clearly there's something wrong with me. But often not receiving guidance is guidance in itself. When you ask for guidance and don't receive it, it can often mean wait. So, in our group, we talk a lot about looking for signs. If you don't receive the sign, that's a sign in itself. Oftentimes it's like, wait, it's not that it's not aligned for you. Source will always bring in what is divinely aligned. The details are being woven. And the other thing to do in the space of surrender is remembering that when we can't necessarily visualize what is coming forward, or we have a particular idea in mind and we want it to happen in a certain way, Spirit is working on something so much greater than we can even see. Our challenge is to keep trusting when on the surface, it appears that nothing is happening. It's like you plant the seed and you're like, well, nothing's happening. Nothing's growing. To remember that no matter how long or bitter the winter, spring does always come. To remember you don't need to solve all of the world's problems in a single day, and that perhaps they'd be better solved with some perspective and a good night's sleep. It's the standing outside, the grounding, the meditation, the listening to your affirmations on repeat when you sleep. These are the things that are creating the details for the best thing to come through. This card is your permission to slip, to slow down, switch off, and rest. You're being reminded to have patience and trust the mystery of life, to trust that things are being woven on your behalf. It may not be happening to the timeline you'd like, but if you gather up the patience, it will be orchestrated better than you could ever imagine. How can you slow down, be more patient, and wait? And I'm assuming that's not what you wanted to hear, because I know you're like, my mind is like, hello. But I think that, I just saw a bunny in the backyard. I think that is your task right now, to calm the mind. And I know that's intimidating, but all of the steps that you're taking, creating the change from within, that's your work right now. That's what you have control over. Turn inward, do the internal work on yourself, do what brings you joy, and then it will come. Yeah. And seed the light by staying grounded. That's your message for today, my friend. Okay, Tara, you are next. Say hi if you're hopping on. Let me know if you'd like a card. Hello, June. We're having some technical difficulties, so if I don't say hi, that means I don't see you on. What does Tara need? You know what? I'm being told we need the Elemental Oracle for Tara. Movement speed. So it's almost like you're getting the opposite of Leanne's message that just came through. And beginnings on the back. Leanne's like, crap, I don't want to be patient. I get it. That's why they say patience is a virtue. And I like hate when people say that because I'm like, I don't want to be patient. I'm sick of it. Hello, say hi as you're hopping on. Hello, hello. And I'm sorry if you said hello and you're coming through as Facebook user on my end, that might just mean, oh, there's Leanne. There we go. Hi, Krista. Okay. I know it's no fair. You're like, I wanted movement. But when things come through in the way that they end up coming through for you, that's the moment of understanding. But along the way, it's very frustrating. So it's like looking for the evidence of the emotions that you want in your life. So if you're looking for the relationship, where is the love in my life? If you're looking for the health, where am I currently healthy? Those are the things through the practice of gratitude that can shift your vibrational energy. And Source never says no. So the more that we recognize what we have, it'll say, oh, okay, cool. They see that. I'm going to give them more of that. It's a practice. It's a practice. Okay, speed for Tara, movement. Savor the experiences of your life. Be mindful and aware of the speed in which you do activities such as eating and working. Do not waste time, but understand the discernment of taking quality time. So it's funny. It's actually, I think it is more of a similar message to Leanne that we see how much work you're doing. We see everything. Actually, the other morning I was watching some of the stories you posted and I saw you were getting ready and you were doing a makeup video and then you were hugging your son goodbye. And I know you were going to work on top of that. And I had a thought that was like, wow, she does a lot. And it's good to do a lot, especially if it's making you feel good, but recognize, am I doing a lot because I think I have to, or am I doing a lot because it's bringing me joy? You are a hard worker. I would assume you're a generator in human design, but I don't know. And you enjoy hard work, but I met a woman on the airplane the other day who was really amazing. Her name's Edna. And she just goes to me, I didn't know I didn't have to work 60 hours a week and nobody told me. And I've been doing that for like 35 years. And I feel like the pandemic has shown many things to us where it's just like, holy shoot, I thought that was what my reality was. I thought that's what it had to be, but in actuality, I don't need to do that. So just make sure you're enjoying where you are now and not just projecting into the future and waiting for the next thing. Enjoy where you are now. You're putting in the hard work, so everything will be coming to you, but do you need to slow down in some ways? Do you need to ground? Do you need to spend time with your family? Okay, Krista. Absolutely. I'll add you to the end. So my cousin Allison's birthday is tonight. Happy birthday, Allison. So what I'm going to do, I told them I was ending around 8 and they're coming to my house. So I can keep going. And then I think what we'll just have to do is wrap up when they come in. And then whoever didn't get their card reading tonight, you can always reach out to me in other ways. So we'll do Melody, Brooke, Nate, Wendy, Krista, as long as we have the time. Hi, Grace. No, Brooke, I did not do yours yet. Maybe I think what I'm going to do is switch over to the Elemental Oracle because these messages will be a little. anyone that's hopping on and maybe didn't see Lauren's message at the beginning, that was directly for Lauren, but it was also a collective group message that Source really wanted to get across to every single person that is watching this video. So when it's posted, and you can watch us on WLFE-DB.com. There's replays all of the time. It will stay on my personal Facebook page. Go to the beginning for that message, because that is what Source wants everyone to know. Melody. Magic. Alchemy. This is your card, my love. There is magic to be found everywhere if you look for it. You are the magic. Of course you are. You're growing a human being. You are currently creating an eyeball. So magic is not a miracle, although it can sometimes feel like it. Doubt kills more dreams than failure. Have faith in your ability. Are you doubting yourself in any way, shape, or form? And when you do, ask Source God to bolster your energy and remind you how powerful you are. When you have doubts, ask them to be turned over to God so you can be supported. Have faith in your ability. Weave together all of the pieces. Real magic isn't some trick with a magician in a magic show. It's faith. It's like when we believe something so strongly, it becomes reality. We extend our own confidence and energy into a working, and expertise as the ancient and modern recipes of incantation and ritual dictate. Magic is a doing word, a working, a process. Magic to me doesn't exclude science. In fact, it's a part of science. It's producing something at an atomic level. That we don't actually exactly know how this is all works doesn't make it incorrect or fantasy. Just because we don't understand it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. After all, scientists are still trying to work out dark matter. There's so much in our universe we have absolutely no idea about. I think about space a lot. So if you're finding yourself in doubt, any single one of any of us, just ask yourself, who told me that? Who told me that belief? It's not necessarily true. Beliefs are there to serve us if they serve us. And if they don't, they can be rewired and released. Okie dokie, artichoke. Okay, next we got Brooke. Brooke. We got depth. So maybe seeing something on a surface level, and once again, not really knowing the deeper meaning to it, not being certain. Depth. Going a little deeper here. Do not take the shallow alternative. Deep dive. Do the research. Do not cut corners. You may not be seeing the whole picture, so take your time with the decision. It's like, I think you know intuitively your decision, but just do a little bit of the deeper dive into your body, into your intuition. Don't just make decisions from the ego. Come to a space where it feels very aligned, and don't feel like I always say, anything that is for you is not going to pass you by. So take your time, say some prayers, ask for guidance, ask for signs, and then make the decision, if that makes sense. Let me know. Okay. Next is Nate. Nate is looking for a sign. Whoops. Okay. That is actually hysterical. So the other night I was hanging out with Nate and Lauren. Nate is Lauren's husband, and we were talking about a sign, and it was a burning Christmas tree. That is not the sign, Nate. So don't try to get any funny business here. But look at the card you got. Fire. Ignition. So that's interesting. Live your passion. Allow your spirit to drive you forward. Don't overthink the situation. Now is the time to innovate and take action. Be a lighthouse for others or find yourself a mentor. Fire is an element of profound significance. We cook with it. We transform things from inedible to edible. It provides light and protection, and it was the difference between freezing and not freezing. We burn incenses and plant medicine for pleasure, healing, and spiritual significance. We hold fire so sacred that perpetual flames were part of the honoring of many deities throughout time. The fire element is the one that motivates and inspires us. It is action-oriented and light, so those who like to utilize the fire element are innovative and quick thinkers, and they get things done. Fire is linked with love and passion and is often used as an element of magic and spells to attract a partner. So, let's see. So yeah, that's for you. So it's basically, once again, Lauren's card was all about like, do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. Let your passion light up your life. When you have an inspirational idea and you continue to ignore it, or you continue to put it to the side, or you continue to ask, okay, but how is it going to happen? That's when we need to start surrendering more to source and asking, okay, show me the breadcrumbs so I can follow the path. I am deciding to follow my passion. I don't maybe know exactly what my passion is yet or where I'm supposed to go, but I have decided that this is the path I'm going to take in my life. So Spirit, please show me the way so I can be of greatest service to my family, my life, my community. Help me to be lit up with my passion and my purpose work. There you go. And then we got Wendy and Krista. I think maybe Josh is outside, but I think I could. Hi, Sarah. Okay, I might be able to pull you a card too. Hi, Mike. Hello. Thanks for hopping on. Okay, so Wendy. Wendy, how's your health journey coming that we talked about last time? Health and fitness. You got beginnings. So the one thing I want to say to you, and I think it's for everyone, stop feeling like you're starting over is a bad thing. We are made to feel guilty for starting over, like there is something wrong with us. And this, whether this is health or anything in life, I look at mindset and mentality and spiritual connection as always starting over. The shift from love to fear from fear to love in a fearful world is a constant process of restarting over, of reconnecting back to truth in a world that is driven by the ego mind. It is okay. It is more than okay to start over, whether it's every minute or every 5 minutes or every 20 minutes or every hour or every day or every week or every month or every year. At every moment of every day, we have an opportunity to start over, to realign with what we are supposed to be doing and back to our intuition. And it's okay that we're distracted by the ego mind and by the doubts and by the fears, because that is how our mind works. There you go. Okay, Krista. Krista. Okay, we got depth again. So maybe you're in the process of making some decisions. I'm also feeling with this eclipse energy, it's not the time to make super strong decisions or life-changing decisions, if that makes sense. Go a little deeper, listen into your body. You are amazing at making decisions, but just make sure that it's not coming from a surface level or, seeing how you think something's going to look. Do a little bit of a deeper dive, and also into okay, why am I thinking of doing this? How is this really going to benefit me? Do I already actually have what I need, or do I need this thing? And then you got light. You are the light. You are the sun. Be grateful for what you have right now. Every day brings new possibilities and opportunities. Concentrate on building your vitality and health. Duh, that's what you do for a living. Shine a strong light upon the dark corners. Honesty and transparency are vital at this time. Stand in your power. People need to hear what you are saying. So continue to do what you're doing. Okay, my love. And then let's wrap up with, Wendy says, hi, Beth. I love you too. Okay, let's wrap up with Sarah and Mike. My family's going to walk in, but that's fine. Hi, Beth. Love your face. Letting go, doing for me, speaking up, beginning over every day. Yes, taking each day as it comes. And we're just so hard on ourselves. The ego says it's not good enough. It says it's not good enough. Sarah. Okay, we got earth, home, and we got clarity. So you're receiving deep clarity right now. You're seeing it. This eclipse energy is bringing forward everything you need to know. You're stepping into your power. You're telling others what they need to hear. And home, while you're doing this, you're grounding in and you're coming home. So it's this perfect balance of you're receiving the clarity, you're receiving the guidance, you're receiving the messages. So just make sure you come back home. This is your home. You're coming back to who you are. You're home. Welcome home by doing the work that you're doing. There is an advantage to looking at things from a higher perspective. Take the high road. Are you making too big of a deal about something? Was the message of that clarity card. So if you're feeling like you're getting stuck in something or super concentrated on something that's not generating positive emotions for you and you're feeling stuck, take the eagle view, take the broader perspective, zoom out a little bit and just see if you let it go, it will resolve. Yay! Big calls to share, Krista. Good. Yes. Yes, Sarah. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, that was Josh. Wendy, thanks. And Mike. Let's wrap up with Mike. What does Mike need to know? Okay, we got clarity. We got building. We got silence, snow. So it's interesting, Mike. You have snow on 2 cards. You have this mountain view and then you have this wilderness view. Have you been doing a lot of your work recently? Everything is connected by the same building blocks of matter. You are electric and vibrating in motion. Being stagnant in your beliefs and growth is unnatural. Building and changing is natural. There is room for infinite variety. So if things are being presented to you that feel a bit uncomfortable or feel more adventurous than you're used to, or uncertain if you should make the change, uncertain if you should take the opportunity, the answer is yes, because your world is being shifted. It's more new energy is being brought in. So instead of clinging to the old, it's time to bring in the new, and it's time to open up to new insights and possibilities. Allow yourself to soften. Don't speak just for the sake of it. Did you hear that, Mike? Did you hear that, Wendy? That's hysterical. You do not need to issue an opinion on everything. Choose your words carefully. Sometimes observing is the best way to gain information and trust. Also, with that clarity card that I clarified for Sarah, if that message didn't resonate with Sarah on that card, and maybe the clarity did, maybe that message was for you, Mike. Are you getting too in the weeds with something and caring about something that doesn't really matter? Can you zoom out and then allow the new to come in that's going to benefit you? Yeah, Beth, I can pull you a card real quick. That's hysterical. Beth, whoa, okay. We got completion, life, and reign. The conditions of greater prosperity are being met. Know that all will be well. Cleanse yourself of old, outdated views. It's like you're clinging to stuff still that you don't need to repeat in your life. You have the power. You don't need to repeat things that don't feel good. You are doing the work. You have everything you need to grow. Let yourself be cleansed. Allow yourself to fully release what is no longer working. As you know, the universe will continue to make us more and more uncomfortable until we let it go. 27, breath. Focus on your breath. Allow it to guide your actions and flow. Fear often means breath holding. It's like we're tight. We can't let go. What's going to happen? Let that all go. There is a space for slowing down your breath and being mindful of it. So as you're being cleansed and as perhaps you're feeling fear, allow the breath to come through you so you can be grounded. Yes, it is scary to start to release some of these things. Take a deep breath, rethink your strategy, take a deep breath and pause a few seconds before exhaling, which will train you to give yourself that little bit of time and space without initiating an action right away. Are you a manifesting generator, Beth? I don't know if you know your human design, but yeah. And then 4, completion. Every cycle comes to a close. Do not resist the end of something. So maybe you're feeling this eclipse energy. I know you said there were some things going on, but maybe you're feeling this wave and you're feeling the pressure kind of mounting. It's like you're feeling the pressure of the universe saying it's time to release, because the end heralds a new beginning. Complete the project, be a finisher. Do not be afraid of death. It is a part of life. I know you're a Scorpio, so I know you're used to standing in the freaking fire just like I am. You are the phoenix. You are rising. Everything is going according to plan, but I know it's a bitch to feel the discomfort. It's hard. And the ego wants us to cling to the old, no matter how much work we do. So it's that continual process of rewiring. But even though it feels scary, I'm feeling you really, really, really starting a new beginning. So if that answers anything you're thinking. Yes, manifesting generator, specific manifester. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's the time to not just leap into all the things. It's the time to do what you know you need to do. If you're anything like me, sometimes I leap into all of the things and then I get overwhelmed and then I lose focus on what I'm actually supposed to be doing. Unfinished emails, bandwidth shit. Yes. That's exactly what it is. Actually, we should chat because I'm kind of in the same boat. I tend to procrastinate on that stuff. And my ego is really afraid of like facing that stuff. But it's just procrastination, and new stuff is really wanting to come through for us. And I also feel like for me, it is sometimes self-sabotage of like, shoot, am I going to be able to handle what's on the other end? When I actually clear the stuff and all of the goodness comes through, all of that prosperity that is raining down on you, will you be able to handle it? And the answer is yes. So, yes. Okay, my loves, my family is going to walk in the door any second. Thank you for being on. Any messages that you felt you heard, even if it wasn't for you, the exact card pull, it was for you. You were intended to hear it. Thank you for being on with me. I think this happened exactly as it was supposed to. You know, I'm here for clearing. I'm here for spiral. I'm here for one-on-one work. I'm here for coaching. I'm here for channeling. I'm here for motivation. I am here to get you to remember and accept who you are, who you always have been, and who you will always be. There's some really exciting things in the works in terms of networking, whether you're local or not. I'm feeling called to create community space for people who are vibrationally high, wanting to get vibrationally higher and to heal the planet and get to know each other. So stay in touch, my friends. Love you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Let me know what you need. Happy Friday.
Thank you so much for joining Card Pulls and Coffee with Lindsay. Every episode is a joy sprung from a tree of life. We hope you'll join us next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Remember to share and like and follow. Until next week, let the stars you follow keep you safe.
You've been listening to WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows.